right now, we're in the blind. It's gun season. We're doing some deer hunting. This is actually day 2 that I've been out here during gun season. Yesterday, I saw absolutely nothing. So hopefully today we can see some deer. And hopefully they're within 200 yards. I'm using a 30-30, so it's not much of a long distance gun, but more of a brush gun. It's a little bit cool out here today. So, I'm feeling good about that. It rained last night. So, hopefully we see some deer. Hopefully we get on them. Let's do this. Oh man, been out here for a little bit, just shot. I don't know if you guys got that on camera, but what happened was I saw one doe walking out here, and all of a sudden another one came up, was locked onto me the whole time, and I couldn't move. He knew something was up, his tail was fluttering, he was lifting that front leg up and down. It was wild. As you can tell, it's a little bit foggy out here. I don't know if you can see my breath, it's cold, but be honest with you guys, I think I missed him. I wasn't sure, but he was getting ready to move. I had him broadside, so I went ahead and just took the shot. So I'm gonna let it die down a little bit, and then see if we can't go track some blood over there. So it's been a good morning. There's the first shot. Whew, yeah, boys. Alrighty, so I just reviewed the footage and realized that you guys did not see what happened. So, as you can see, there was one deer in the field. That's when I was filming. I had on her. That was my plan to shoot it. So I'm messing around with the camera, and I look up, and there's another deer walking along this path right next to me, right next to my blind, that they use pretty often, pretty frequent, because it's packed down nice and good. Well, that deer's following that while I got my camera on another deer. I was filming the deer in the middle of the field, and the deer on the path saw me. She looked directly into my eyes. It would not let off. She'd take a few steps, look up, take a few steps, look at me, and it wasn't going good. So I had one hand on the camera on the deer in the field, and I had my gun raised up with the scope on the deer on the path. This deer on the path starts moving into the bean field. Forget about the other deer. We're working with the path deer. Path deer comes in the bean field, and she's doing that thing where she pops her head up and takes her leg, lifts her leg up, looks around, stomps it. She's stomping. So I know that this deer is probably about to start wheezing and scare the other deer that she's with. So I'm like, I cannot have that happen. So as I have my hand on the camera, I got my rifle on this deer. And so I'm thinking, I would rather wait and shoot a buck, but I gotta shoot this one so she doesn't spook everything else. She turned broadside, and well, ka-chow, I shot. Now, I'm not gonna tell you yet if I killed her or not. You're just gonna have to wait and see for yourself. So, after I shoot, I look up and I see one deer just flying. She's taking off, and I only saw one deer, but there were 2 deer. Who knows? I'm thinking, you know, maybe perfect shot, and she dropped right in the bean field. So I waited a good while, texted my buddy, my hunting buddy, and he said he's coming over here. Well, I couldn't help myself. I was too curious. So I'm walking up and down this bean field, and there's nothing. So I'm like, great, I freaking missed. And well, that's where I'm gonna cut the clip, and that's where y'all are gonna end up, where we just left off when I'm looking for my deer. Alright, so we're out here. I got my first deer of the 2017 rifle season. Got a pretty good shot, about 60 yards out there. Nice heart shot. Ended up with a pretty big doe. Not a buck, but it's still a deer, and I'm happy to shoot one. Had a lot of fun, good place to hunt. And it was fun, tear them up out there.
The way I do it is, you don't want to get in the guts.
No.
Okay? The way I do it is, let's start right here. Because that's a rib cage. And that gives you a place to start. See, now you're down to here. The esophagus and all that. Up there.
Yep.
Basically, it's like a squirrel. A little bigger. So I'm going to reach up here as far as I can go. Esophagus, throat, everything. I'll move this way because we don't want to mess with that stuff. I'm going to cut this.
Okay. There we go, finally filled the back of this thing up. Whew. We did it, boys. We tore them up, okay? We did. It was perfect. I was in the blind, shot him, she took off, okay? This is the classic, like, textbook thing right here. We got the old four-wheeler, we got the Jeep thing, okay? And we took her in backwoods, cross-country to find this deer. Found her, laying dead, in her home. Well, okay, that's kind of messed up, but we found her. She was laying there, killed quick, quietly. It was awesome. Come back, dragged her out. We dragged her for a mile, 200 pounds, maybe. Found out here, cleaned her, gutted her, all that good jazz, loaded her, and we took off. Now, as you may know, I still have 2 archery tags and 1 rifle tag, and 2 bucks and 1 doe is what that includes. So, what that means is you're gonna have to be here to see me kill the giants out here, maybe even some coyotes. Alrighty guys, it's the same day that I shot the big deer, the big doe, and it's the evening. I did that in the morning. Right now, it is currently 5 o'clock, and there was a group of 3 does that walked in front of me about 80 yards out, and then another doe by himself came out probably 40 yards in front of me. I was thinking about shooting him, but I'm going for a buck. I think I'm gonna hold off on the does unless another really big one comes in front of me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick with the bucks. I'm trying to get a buck, my first buck. And by the way, that other doe that I shot earlier today, field dressed at 127. Now that is a Missouri banger. FBI, freeze, put your hands in the air. So it is 5:30 and these does, the 3 does, the group of the 3, they left, then they came back in, and I see him walking this tree line. I'm not gonna shoot at him. I'm gonna wait for a buck, but I don't want to spook him coming out of here. So I'm gonna try and give him some time. Hopefully they go back into the woods, and then we can sneak out of here. But it's a pretty awesome day. Ended up with a big old doe, a big old Missouri doe. Guys, thank you for watching. Drop me a like and drop me a comment. Comment down, what is the most bizarre thing you've ever seen during hunting? That's my cue to wrap it up. We'll see you next time. Roll the outro.
Thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and take those little thumbs and smash that subscribe button. Feel free to watch my previous videos, and until then, White Lightning out.